Okay, guys, I just want to touch on this subject one more time, and this is it. I'm going to put it to bed, and there will be nothing else about it. So, I never set out to expose Byron or destroy him or hurt him in any way at all. The only reason why I ever threatened him with those text messages is because he lied. If you guys go back, which you can't because he deleted it, because I'm pretty sure there was a lot of stuff he didn't want people to see, but after this whole last time, not this recent time, but the time before that, where this Emily girl was insulting everyone and blah, 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 I had stopped talking to Byron. He apologized, and then I accepted his apology, but I really wasn't cool with him like that anymore. I didn't go into his live streams very often. I really didn't want much to do with him. I didn't even really answer his phone calls. I texted with him, but not even that much. Because I just don't trust Byron. I think that Byron creates all of this drama and then revels in it. I think he loves it. So going back to Friday is when this chat took place. And I get a message Friday right before the chat, because I didn't even know the chat was on until I got this message from him saying, don't say anything in the chat. Just sit there. Don't say anything. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I not going to say anything? No, I'm not going to not say anything. But that's usually an indicator that he's up to no good, because he said that before and he was up to no good. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I get a second text message that says, and I'm only letting her on panel to speak her mind. And if she gets out of hand, I'm going to kick her off. You're giving the girl who called you the N-word and a pedophile another opportunity to speak her mind. Okay. So I go into the chat, and at this point, I don't even really hate this Emily girl. I don't even know if that's her real name, but I think that she's smart. I think that she plays the drama, and everybody falls into her trap. Every single one of us. I'm pretty sure if everyone just ignored her, she wouldn't have any fun anymore, and she'd leave. Just like once all the drama's over, they start ignoring him, and then he starts to get all butthurt, and what, you know, like it's a cycle, and it happens every time. But so she starts insulting me among everyone else, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there. And so finally, since no one else is going to say it, I'm like, this is not even her fault, you guys. Byron's allowing this again. And then Byron gets upset with me. And so he's sitting there and going on and on about, how am I going to say it's his fault, Stephanie? Blah, blah. I'm not his true friend. Like the same stuff he says every time. And then he says to me, because these two girls are on there gassing him up, and he thinks he's big and bad and funny. And he says, Stephanie, you're just mad because you want the BBC. If you guys don't know what BBC is, look it up. It's really disgusting. I don't want to touch his BBC with a 10-foot pole, to be honest. But I said... And that's when I said to him, wait a minute, what did you say, Byron? And he repeats it. You're just mad because you want me. And anytime I date someone else, you're mad and salty. So you try to expose me. I said, Byron, you need to be very careful what you say, because I will defend myself. And we both know that that's not what you said in the text messages. And that's when he starts going on and on. See, she's exposing me. She's exposing me. Everyone, look at her exposing me. Nope, I'm just telling you that I have proof that that's not what's going down, and if you're going to lie about it, I will show it. Period. Never set out to destroy him, didn't send a video to anyone. No, I just wanted him to tell the truth. So this goes on for a couple of days of him saying that. In the meantime, this Emily girl is on live insulting another black woman on Byron's chat, and he sits by and lets it happen after she's called him the N-word and a pedophile. But okay, this is love, Byron. All right. I've never done anything but tell him he deserves better. So for him to sit here and lash out at me, like, it's just ridiculous. It's the same thing he does to everyone on his channel. Another thing he can't seem to really get straight is that Stacy and I are two different people. When he's mad at Stacy, he's mad at me. When he's mad at me, he's mad at Stacy. So he starts messaging Stacy, you better tell Stephanie not to expose me. First of all, Stacy can't tell me anything. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to clear my name. She can tell me what she thinks, and I'll take her opinion into account, but I'm not going to, like, she's not going to tell me, oh, don't do that, and I'm going to do it. I don't know who you think I am, but that's not how that works. And then that's what he was saying to Love last night. You tell her, Love, tell her not to expose me. No one can tell me anything, Byron. At this point, you're lying, and I'm going to prove you're lying, because I'm tired of it. So then we come to the chat last night where Byron is going on and on about all of his proof and reading the text messages going back to September. And I kept saying to him, Well, first, what happened is I got screenshots of Shannon saying she was going to choke the life out of me, which I thought was hilarious because, Shannon, you don't have anything to say when I'm in there, so just shut up. You're irrelevant. I don't care. But my thing about it is I'm not even there, and you're letting people talk about choking the life out of me, but you expect other people to stand up for you all the time. Like, okay, Byron, like, you sound so contradictory and just so silly right now. So he's reading the messages, and I'm like, read the messages from this week. Read the messages from October 7th. Read the most recent messages. He won't. He keeps going backwards. He keeps talking in circles. Won't read them, won't read them. His friends are like, hey, Byron, why don't you just read the most recent text and get it over with? And he won't. Then he lashes out at them. That's how Byron works. You say something he doesn't like, and the truth is close to coming out, and he lashes out and freaks out, hoping that he's going to distract you from asking him about the truth again. So he blocks me. By the way, I didn't just go off the chat. He blocked me like he does when he's afraid the truth is going to come out. And so at that point, you know, Stewie was in the chat too. And Stewie probably was waiting to see if he was going to tell the truth. And since he didn't, he did drop the text messages. The video Byron made today are the same exact messages. Like, hello, you could have just shown those last night and this would have never even been a thing. But you didn't because you were hoping they wouldn't come out. So you thought you could go through, like, why are you guys not asking questions? Why did he selectively read text messages last night? Why wouldn't he read the most recent text messages? Like, when someone's just reading messages off their phone, they can honestly say whatever they want. If you don't see the number the messages are coming from, like, it's just silly. And him, oh, here, I'm showing you guys the messages. Byron, no one can read those messages on your screen. Get over yourself. So then this morning, this is the best part. I wake up this morning to a message on one of the videos that I had commented on back when we were friends, when I said, you know, and what I had said in my comment was, you know, everything I say is out of love and support. Underneath it this morning, he says, you were never my true friend. I was never your true friend. Why? Seems to me you were never my true friend because you lied about me. And then you're mad now that I showed the proof that you were lying and that I didn't want you. Right? So it says you were never my true friend, and apparently the relationship with Emily was all a fake one according to her. Duh, we've all told you that. But you know better than us, right? You want to let her insult everyone and then expect everyone just to accept your apology. No. So at this point, yeah, I am boycotting Byron. I'm not going to be friends with Byron. I think that Byron is behind all of this. I think that he goes ahead and creates drama or creates these scenarios to get everyone's attention, just like the messages. Stephanie, I have to tell you something. My mentor did all this research, and no worries, is Brittany Lovelace, my ex, and she's crazy and she's stalking me and I'm scared. He was on the phone telling me how terrified he was, right? And now all of a sudden I'm just salty for no reason. Like, come on, Byron. People aren't stupid. Your video is silly. It's the same thing that I showed. You could have just shown it last night and been done with it, but you chose not to. You chose to continue to try to lie. Maybe it will teach him a lesson. If you don't lie on people, they won't be able to prove otherwise. It's not exposing you. At this point, it's proving that you were lying, and you're not going to say that I'm just mad because I wanted you, because I never did, right? I didn't. And you can go ahead and say, well, I never wanted you. I was just playing with you. Okay, Byron. Okay. I think that we both know that that's not true, but you can say whatever you need to say. I feel bad for Byron because I feel like he's willing to take love at any expense. At the expense of his friends, at the expense of his self-respect, at any expense. If somebody loves him, he's going to sit there and ride for them no matter what they do. And that's really sad. I really honestly believe, too, that Byron leaked his own sex tape. I think Byron did that for views. If you notice, all of this drama drums up and he gets views for a couple days, then it dies down. And then you don't hear anything for about a week. And then there's some new drama that drums up to get more views. It happens over and over. It's a cycle. Like, a lot of people see this cycle. So yeah, at this point I am boycotting Byron. You know, you guys make your own choices. You can do what you want to do, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of my views or even accept an apology that he doesn't mean over and over. He uses everybody that's on his channel, all of his so-called friends, as props. You guys say one word he doesn't like, he freaks out on you. If you say something, like I've heard him go off on people in chat and be like, pay attention. You're not paying attention. Are you stupid? Like, Are you? Who are you guys? Why are you guys letting him talk? It just drives me insane. But anyways, that is it. I never wanted to expose Byron, just wanted him to tell the truth. And since he wouldn't, Stewie did. The video that he posts today is irrelevant because it's the same exact thing. You could have done that last night. I mean, I guess people probably need to ask, why didn't you just do that last night? Like, why lie all this time? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, everybody take care and have a good day. I am going to go stop my cats from fighting. So thanks for listening. And like I said, I am boycotting Byron. I'm just done at this point. I want to touch on one more thing. All of these troll accounts that I'm getting accused of when I'm laying in bed sick, not even online, is ridiculous. I don't even know. I don't have troll accounts. I don't care enough to have troll accounts. So you go ahead and trace your IP addresses, Byron, because you're going to find out they're not mine. I don't really care. I'll give you my IP address. But like, if you guys notice on this community tab, everybody watch out. I have some proof on who these troll accounts are. He doesn't have proof. It's the same thing with Byron. Everything's died down. Not as much publicity, not as much drama. So he has to create something. Like, it's a sick cycle, and it just happens over and over. I believe Byron's delusional, and I really think Byron needs some serious counseling. Anyways, again, now everybody have a good day. Thanks for listening.